Hello everyone, it's Valerie from Stampin' with Valerie. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today we are going to just be making a cute little 4x4 card with the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. We're going to be using the sentiment, "It's the most wonderful time of the year," because I think it's super cute. Now I played around with it today and I was debating which sentiment to use, and I just thought that was perfect for what I was making. And I'm trying to pull up my video here so I can share it. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. So far so good here. I have had a little bit of extra time today, which is really odd. So I had plenty of time to plan this and figure out what I was doing. And I know that sounds horrible. This obviously what I should be doing is planning anyway, right? Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you plan, but today it did, so I'm really excited. So, like I said, we're going to use this stamp set for our sentiment, and we are going to make this adorable little 4x4 card. Isn't this cute? And one of the best things about this card is you can fit it in one of our regular envelopes, so you don't have to buy a special envelope for it, right? So it's perfect. And even if you're wanting to mail a photo in here, it might stick out a little bit, so I might add a little bit of extra cardstock or something to keep your photo from bending if you're putting a photo in it that's bigger than this, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece of Whisper White. This is 3 inches wide by 3 3/4, and we're going to do a watercolor wash on it. Now, this is something that you can see I've been using this today, that when I was making my tags last night, it had a watercolor wash and I forgot to do the watercolor wash. So we'll do it tonight, and that way you can see how easily it is done. So one of our new, oh my gosh, what are they called? It's not aqua painter, but it's, you know, a water painter. You fill it with water. I have probably just enough water in this to do what we're going to be doing. You can see they stain a little bit. It's not a big deal once you get the ink out, which is what this is here. That's from me squirting water through this and getting the ink out. It's not going to transfer. But this is the wide brush, and I absolutely love it for this technique. So just take one of your blocks, and I don't need a lot of red ink, so I'm just going to push it onto the ink pad and just get a little bit there. And then we're going to add some water from our brush. We're just going to squeeze some water out, so you can see, get that water on there, because I want it to be really a lot of liquid. I don't want dark red on the card. As you can see, it's kind of pretty light, so hopefully this will be light enough. Maybe a little bit more water. And then all you have to do, because this brush is so wide, is just brush that across. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't want it super soaked by any means, and I'm not going to use any more of that, so I'm just going to flip that over and move that out of the way. And then while this is drying, we can get some of our other pieces ready. So because it kind of dries and curls up a little bit like that, you can also take a block and set on it. And I'm just going to flip it over and set the block on it so it'll absorb any extra liquid out of that onto that paper towel. We'll just leave it right there. All right, so we're going to be using circles. I thought circles are fun. Circles are super easy. On Sunday for my Sunday stamping, we did strips of paper, so I thought, why not circles today? So I'm just going to grab a couple of little scraps, and then I have a larger piece here, and I think we're going to do a larger circle for this one. So we're going to use the 2-inch punch, and we are also going to use the 1.5-inch punch. Let's do this one with a 1.5-inch punch this time. Let's mix it up a little bit. Make this card just a little bit different. And then I guess these both have to be 1.5, so we might have to pick another big piece of paper over here. Let's see what I've got in my, oh yeah, let's use this one we'll do stripes for our other 2-inch circle. And then, I don't know, which one do you like better, the polka dot or the plaid? I haven't even pulled my video up here to see who's on. So if you are watching, say hi, let me know you're here. Oh, hi Sharon, you're here. Oh, thank you for sharing, I appreciate it. So which one do you think, Sharon? Polka dot or plaid to go with these other 3 circles? I'm going to let you pick, and while you are choosing, I am going to start doing some sponging. This is garden green, and I'm going to sponge around this one with the garden green. Gives it a little bit of extra definition for our circles when we layer them together if they're sponged. Okay, so we're gonna go polka dot. Perfect. Let's go ahead and punch that 1.5 inch with that polka dot. I guess it was just the back of the same paper. I didn't even need 2 pieces there. And we're gonna sponge this one with the garden green too, and then we'll sponge the other 2 with real red. And now these are the sponge daubers. I know you've seen me use these before. For me, I'm a little less messy with the sponge daubers than I am with the regular sponges, but sometimes you need the regular sponge versus the sponge dauber. So it depends on the project that you're using. All right, we'll do some, look, I just stuck my finger right in there. We'll do real red around this one. And I literally am just turning the paper with the sponge itself. As it, you know, just put a little pressure on it and it'll turn all on its own for you. You don't even have to turn it. Now this one, it's a little harder to see the sponging on it, but if I get it up a little closer, you might be able to tell that it's got that sponging around it. Everywhere that there is white, where the little white outlines are from the flowers, you can see that it's sponged in, and especially once you sit it down like that, you can see it now that it's completely done. All right, let's set our ink pads out of the way so I don't stick my fingers in them again. Let's hope I don't, right? I am a mess sometimes, I'm telling you, but that's okay. I still love doing it. All right, so we will take our card base. This is 8 inches by 4 inches, and then you score it at 4. Yes, I do the same thing, Sharon. I have sponge daubers for all the different colors because that way, and I even label them. I just stick a piece of cardstock, write their name on them, and then I know exactly which one I need. All right, so for the side of the card here, you can see I did a little piece of polka dot paper here. This time I'm going to use this piece. Yeah, why not? We'll use this piece. I think that's kind of cute. And I'm just going to cut it a little bit shorter. Scissors. I'm looking all over for my scissors. I don't want to go any longer than the Whisper White piece. And then all I did was rip that paper. I'm ripping this one a lot, actually. And then take the sponge dauber, and I'm going to do again with the garden green, since this paper is more green, and I'm just going to sponge right over those white edges just to give it a little extra color. And that one I ripped a lot, so that's getting a lot of ink right there. But perfect. That's just for that little edge, and it just gives it something extra. Adds a little something to the card. All right, let's grab our watercolor wash paper that we just did. Look, it's nice and flat and it's dry because we didn't over soak it. Grab some glue, Tombow glue, or whatever glue you have, and just go down that edge with that Tombow glue, and then we're going to add that cardstock piece just right to the edge. Perfect. And now, because this is still, I can see it's starting to curl up, it's not 100% dry, I'm going to use the tape runner on it because that will hold it flat. It's not, you know, I can't feel the wetness to, you know, to touch, I can't feel it, but it's obviously still a little bit dry because it's curling back up. Or a little bit wet, sorry, it's not all the way dry is what I'm trying to say. But that tape runner will hold it down and then it won't curl up. If I were to glue it, I would have to set that block back on it, and it would take a while, and we'd be here all night making this card. And I know you love watching me make cards, but we don't want to be here all night. All right, so super simple with these circles. All we have to do is just figure out where we want to put them. And we can even put them in a different order than what this card is. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of a play with them and see how we like them. Just kind of move them around. My fingers are sticky. I got glue on them. So let's see. I don't know. What do you all think of that layout? It's a little bit different than the first card. Look, I just got glue on that from my fingers. I think that's kind of cute. We'll go with that. All right, so I'm going to use tape runner because you know I'm going to get glue all over myself if I use the glue again. That was about right here. Let's get our other cute little circle down. Now what I love about this is you could use this layout for anything. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. You could make a birthday card with this. You could make an anniversary card. I mean, and it doesn't have to be, let's slide this one underneath here, if I can. If I can. I didn't leave quite enough room. That's all right. We'll move it over just a little bit. Perfect. I don't know, what was I saying? Oh, talk about birthday cards and anniversary cards and the fact that you can use this layout for anything. You can make it into a larger card. You could make a regular 4.5 by 5 1/4. There's that glue. I'm telling you, I am a mess with when I use glue. 4.5 by 5 1/4 card. You can make a slimline card. You could do whatever you want. Hi Donna, how are you? Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I love that you come on here and see my little bit of creativeness. All right, so next I want to add these little, I don't know what you would call them, little loops, I guess, with the ribbon. So I'm just going to take and run a line of my Stampin' Seal Plus here, and you can, when I turn that, you can see, hopefully see the shine from where that is. And then I used some of the All the Trimmings ribbon, and I just stick it directly to that, and then pull it back and make a loop and stick it back down. And you can make it go right to left, up, down, side to side, you know, any of that. You can make them as big or as small as you want. You just kind of go across the card with them. And it sticks so nice to that. We're going to make this one a little bit bigger. We're going to do this card just a little bit different than the first one. That's kind of cute. I like it because it's kind of whimsical. It's a little bit fun. And I have a little bit extra adhesive, so let's make one more. We'll just make this one a little bit smaller. Perfect. And then that ribbon will pretty much stay there because all you're going to have to do once we get our sentiment on here, we are going to stamp. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Now, this card kind of reminds me, oh, I didn't get that centered. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Perfect. That's why we have two sides of the paper. All right. Sponge around that with that real red. Hi Tracy, how are you? I hope you're having a great Wednesday. All right, get that good and sponged. Gives it a little something extra. I've been trying to add more sponging into my videos lately because it's something I forget about it a lot. So I figured, you know what, if maybe I try to incorporate it. I think I've done it a couple times this week already. At least a couple times a month, then maybe I'll, you know, think about it more, I guess. I don't know. Guess we'll find out, right? And then you just go right over that ribbon and over that adhesive so your card won't be sticky, because you're covering it all up. And then those dimensionals will help hold that ribbon down some too. And now look, it's just a little bit different than this one, not the same. And then I embellished it using some of these, all the trimmings embellishments. What do you think of these? I think these are so cute. You can see, obviously, I love the stars the most because I have used them the most. And of course, my red rhinestones. I've used a ton of my red rhinestones. Love them. One of my favorites. So I'm gonna use some of these bigger white dots, and these are fantastic because they are matte. They're not shiny, so they give just something different than what we're used to, always adding sparkle, and but I think they look really pretty with the red rhinestones. And you know me, I like to put things in twos like this. I don't know why. I just do. I just love it. All right, we'll put a red rhinestone there and one more small one over here maybe. This one, we'll put it down there. All right, cut yourself another little piece of paper. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Oh, thank you, Donna. And yes, Tracy, I love and miss crafting with you too. That's what happens when we live across the country from each other. We used to live within walking distance, and now look at us. I mean, I could walk to your house. It would just take me a long time. And I might not make it these days. You know, you never know. All right. So there is my card today for One Card Wonder Wednesday. How adorable are these? Super simple, just circles. Just use your circle punches. I think we overlook them a lot and we don't think of them as an actual design element, but these are adorable. I'm just gonna brag on myself right now. These are kind of cute. So get your circle punches out, do some little watercolor washes with your water painting brushes, and make yourself some super adorable cards. So I hope you enjoyed today's One Card Wonder Wednesday using the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set, and I will see you on Sunday for Sunday stamping, and I hope you will join me. Thank you for watching tonight. I truly appreciate it. Have a great evening. Bye.